What is reinforcement learning and how is it different than the typical AI that you probably know about? When you think of AI, you probably think of large language models or image generation models, and those are trained using some form of supervised learning. And supervised learning is when the model receives, when it's training, a bunch of inputs, sample inputs, and the correct answers, the outputs. And then it learns, given new inputs, what should correct outputs be. Reinforcement learning is a different type of training of an AI where the AI has an environment and it's moving about the environment and taking actions and learning rewards, kind of like a person, kind of like a baby that is learning how to navigate an environment. You know, it sees a hot stove. Should it touch the stove? Should it not touch the stove? If it touches the stove, it gets a highly negative reward. If it doesn't touch the stove, it gets a neutral reward. Or, for example, like a dog, it has a state. If it's standing and you tell it, sit, that's the state. It hears the word sit and it's standing. It has a couple actions it can take. It can sit, it can stay standing, it can walk away, but it learns that if it sits, it gets a reward, it gets a positive reward. And so that is reinforcement learning. It's a type of learning where you're learning by doing, you're learning by navigating an environment, whereas supervised learning is very kind of structured. It gets the input, it gets the appropriate output, and it learns how to do that over and over again. So I hope this is helpful and follow me for more AI ML content.